Welcome, welcome. The band is back together.
Hello.
And I'm really enjoying your bling bling today.
Oh, it's my small ring.
It's very tiny. Next time you maybe want to think bigger.
Yeah. I asked if I could get the large, but they only gave me the small.
Anyways, love it and love your shirt today as well.
Thank you.
The kitties.
Little kitties today. Got the dogs in the room, but the kitties on the back. Oh, the past 3 days, Meriwether has decided that her sleep, because she changes her sleeping area quite frequently, but it's been on my keyboard the past 3 days.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, this morning I was trying to re-up the computer and I had to do it all around her fat body. So I'm not really moving. What?
On the keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah, just all of a sudden she decided, oh, this is the best place. And so she slept there now for 3 nights on the keyboard. Oh, okay. You picked that, did you?
All right. Well, welcome everyone. And it's good to be back. I am, thank you for asking. I am feeling a little better. Obviously I'm here. We were just chatting backstage a little bit about this, the long COVID stuff that kind of sticks with you, and it's a real challenge. But it is as it is, right?
Right. Well, you can. I don't know. We're living in this time when we all had to slow down for some reason.
Right. Exactly, and that is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we are here, and I'll do the best I can. We will do that. I don't even know what to say. But it is good to be back. I miss hanging out with Mark and with you guys.
It seems like it's been longer than it has. I miss you a lot. I really do miss when we're not doing this together. But it seems like it's been a long time. It really hasn't been that long, but
it feels forever though.
I know.
Yeah. And but here we are.
And now I'm so used to doing it with you, it feels weird to do it by myself. Like all of a sudden I go, wait, I'm missing part of my body during. Anyway.
Yeah, I have a lot of people who are working with me energetically to bring healing and so forth, and definitely has made an impact and a difference. But I came into this a little pre-challenged, so it just is a little extra. So it is as it is.
Well, and plus there's not like the doctors don't really, there's nothing to do. What do they tell you? Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you have COVID. All right.
Yeah, I didn't even call. I'm not even.
Because there's nothing to do with them. Mm-hmm. Plus, they don't want you to come in if you have COVID anyway. So you just did a home test. Is that how you knew for sure you had it?
Yeah, I did it. Yeah. And then, after 9 days, I did the home test again. Yeah. And it still said positive. So.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And so it's been over a week now, but since the night, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been almost.
When I had it that way back when it first started, it was a good 2 weeks that I just felt like, and right when I thought, well, I'm going to have to go to the emergency room because now I can't breathe and I don't know what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
After 2 weeks of just being a limp noodle and couldn't get up to get a glass of water and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just got better. Like right when I thought it was over, it started to go the other way. But it was a good, probably over 2 weeks that I was struggling with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And what did they do when you went because of the breathing?
I ended up not going. Last day, I was going, well, if I wake up tomorrow and this is not slightly better, I'm going to have to go
Okay.
to the funeral home. Well, that too. No, to the hospital. But when I woke up, I could tell it was a little tiny bit better. Like I could feel it was going the other direction. So I thought, well, maybe I don't have to go to the emergency room because, that was going to be a big old.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started getting better. But I could tell that morning, like that was my test. If I wake up and I feel like, okay, I'm worse, I'm going to have to go in. But it wasn't. I was like, well, I didn't get worse. So maybe it's going away.
Well, I love that you didn't have to go in because I feel like sometimes they make it worse.
Yeah. And I was really dreading that whole thing because, again, there's nothing. Well, I mean, I guess they would have, if I really couldn't breathe, they'd put you on a tube or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you don't want that either. But yeah, I didn't do the Paxlovid because Paxlovid. I'm so sensitive to medications, and if there's any side effects, I'm going to get it. And I didn't like the side effects that they were listing for that. Number one. Number two, my doctor, I wouldn't have been able to get a hold of him for 2 more days because this happened to be on a weekend. And by then it would be like, I'm not, yeah. So I didn't. And so many people and not that would have happened, but so many people who did the Paxlovid or whatever it's called got the rebound, and I didn't want to do that either. So
yeah. I know I haven't had a vaccine or anything in quite a while now. It's been a while since I had one last.
Yeah, and I do the vaccine, and I'm down for 4 days with the vaccine.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my gosh,
Nothing
I can't
really
win with this. So.
Oh, look at that cute message from Jody. Hi, Guard. Do you see that one? It's at 2:08. It says, hi, guys. A few months ago, you read about my cat that had passed visiting us. You said she was ready to come back and she'd keep my eyes open. I did. And I got a new kitty, and she's almost a twin. Thanks.
Aww.
I love that.
Yay, Jody.
I really like hearing that the end of that story, because a lot of times, we don't know, well, did they come? Did you find them? But that's great. I love it.
Awesome.
New kitty.
Yay. All right. So, okay. So Janie said only 60% of the patients does this medication work on. So, yeah. Okay. So enough of that. Here we are. Let's dive into all our fur family kiddos here. And so if you put a question in, we ask that you stick around. We're going to be here for an hour. And so we're not sitting here saying, are you here? Are you here? So when we pull you up on the screen, just say hi and let us know you're here. So we're not, that's the worst, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Are you here? Are you here? And waiting for that. So Mary, you put in your question first here. So Mary, and then Prairie, then Janie, then Carol, then Lisa, then Sharon, then Tony, Cosmic Blue, and Celadon. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyway, so that's the order we have. And
quite a few new people that I don't recognize. So happy that you're here today.
Cool. I'm so glad you're here.
Okay. John Dutcher, I don't recognize you. I'm glad you're here. All you guys that are new to me, you're probably Debbie's peoples.
Well, make sure you go on over to Spirit Whispers channel and
subscribe. I was doing good and my numbers are going up, and then all of a sudden today I looked and they went all the way back down below what they were.
I know they've been doing that to me too.
What's happening?
I don't know if that's a YouTube thing and they're just clearing out the bots or what's going on, but it is very discouraging.
And I was going, oh boy, I'm actually getting there because I only needed 20 to get to 1,400. So I was slowly, and I'm going, okay, only 17, only 16, and now it went back down to below 1,300. I went, well, how'd that happen?
I know it's disheartening,
anyway,
the amount of time and work that we put in, and it's just like, what's happening? Okay, so Mary's not saying anything. So, Mary, I'm going to, just in case you're listening and unable to get back on, I'm not deleting your question. I'm just going on to Prairie. And if you pop in, Mary, we can always automatically do yours right now. Oh, Mary's here. Okay.
Mary Groves.
Okay. Thank you
Hi,
for saying
Mary.
hello. Okay, Prairie, you're next. Okay. Hi, Suzanne. Welcome. Okay. Hi, Mary. My cat Serenity disappeared while laying outside the week before the 4th of July. Can you tell me what happened to him? Okay. I am so sorry this happened.
Yeah.
First of all, it's just so disheartening when they disappear like that. And Mary, and so just wrapping you up, I do feel, because he kind of came in with wings, so I feel like he's an angel now, like our little angel, Serenity. So I don't know if he's showing that to me because he's crossed over, or if he's just saying, I'm an angel. You know what I mean? Cute little. But let me throw some cards. I feel.
Was he normally a house cat? Or did he go back and forth, in and out, normally, regularly? Like, did he go out on adventures, or did he usually just stay home? He got lost, though. Like, I feel like he lost his way. Because, I don't know, there was distractions. He had to run to hide. So I do get the safety card, like, I'm hiding, help.
Mm-hmm.
And, he went out just for an hour on that. I hate that. So he wasn't used to that, so it's a weird time that it happened, because it's right before the 4th, but he got kind of nervous and scared, and he had to hide out for a while. And then I think like fireworks and stuff like that scared him even a little bit more. And so he kind of got pushed farther, trying to seek shelter. Let me look at my pendulum too. I don't feel sure he's going to come back. I don't feel like it. It feels like he's gone, maybe.
Well, that's what, him coming in with angel wings.
Yeah.
I feel like you're correct about that. Yeah, but he shows, and he keeps saying, like, his his connection to you. Like he keeps showing this, he loves you. Like he really, his connection to you is he's in your soul family. So he is showing that. But I do feel that this the one thing, he's not showing me any pain, he's not showing me any suffering, but I feel like whatever happened, kind of, even though he may have, like Mark was saying, you know, hiding and doing all that, whatever, at the end, it was really quick. Like it almost like he didn't even know what hit him, type of thing. But he is showing me around you. So his spirit is around. So if you see or hear him or feel him, he's there. But the main thing he wants me to show you is this card, and it's the Two of Cups and that connection.
Yeah.
That he had with you and the family there.
Do you see Serenity? Do you see Serenity coming back? Like I'm having a hard time completely letting go of the idea or something here.
Okay.
What's going on?
That would be nice. I just feel him.
Yeah. Well, I feel that too, but I don't know why. The cards keep coming up like...
well, there's that connection, right? So yeah. That soul connection. So maybe...
Right. It's because I get... Wildcat, you never know what's lurking, and mystery, embrace the unknown. So those could mean that he's gone, but he might return to you, not in in the body you knew him of, but again, later.
Right.
Return to you like it's a kitten, innocence looking through fresh eyes, because I get that. The reason right when I was thinking that he's gone and maybe not going to come back in this body, and then I pulled this card. It says grudge, but it's not about that, because under it says bury, don't carry.
Right.
So it feels like he's not going to come home in that body.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean, of course, that that's the end of your relationship with him. There's that Two of Cups. So he's still very connected and feels really strongly connected to you. So, he's kind of saying it's not the end of our relationship necessarily. So that's probably why I'm getting not a complete, this is the end, you're never going to see him again kind of a thing.
I hope in these type of situations, I just want to step into the energy of he's right. Coming home. And have that hope, but this one's an interesting one because of that connection.
Right. I know. And plus this card came up twice, and it's the discernment. Take a closer look.
Okay.
So that keeps giving me this little hope or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Because I put 3 more cards, like saying, well, what's the outcome kind of a thing? Because I'm getting like kind of both things.
Yes. It's Mary. It's really interesting.
Yeah. So I get discernment, take a close look, then prosperity, have it all, and trust, take the leap. Okay. So those 3 cards would make me think there's a possibility he might come back. Although it's been a while now. It's a long time to be gone.
And the thing with what my team is showing me now is, one time my cat, when I lived in San Diego, she was an indoor outdoor, but she went on a little walkabout and didn't come home. And when she got home, I think it was like the next day or whatever, she was traumatized and she went straight into the closet and didn't come out. However, her spirit, because of the trauma, her spirit would walk around the house. Like I would hear her crying, right? I would hear her meowing and crying, and I'd turn, like disembodied crying, like, so cats they have an ability to leave their body. What is that called when we do that and we can roam about?
Yeah.
Cats can do that. And so for like a good week, she was in that closet healing, coming back to herself, but she would literally be right here. And I would hear her and, and I turned thinking she'd be right there, and she wasn't. She was up in the closet. So it's tricky in reading these, Mary, because the ability they have to literally come to you in what's that called when
Astral project.
Astral project. Yeah. So it's a little tricky here, and the one thing that we're both getting is he's coming back one way or another. But
I know, and because kind of logically, because I always hate the lost pet things, just because emotionally it's horrible. And I know you're going through, and of course we always just want them to come back. But like my logical brain was kind of going, oh, this is kind of a long time.
Yeah.
And I know he was scared and stuff. I can feel that he had to hide out and stuff. But like the cards and everything just won't let me definitely say
one way or the other. Yeah.
Yeah, because I keep one, because I don't like to really be on the fence in this kind of a thing, because, I'd rather just go one direction or another. But again, I get secrets, let the cat out of the bag. So there's a possibility that maybe someone found him. They've been taking care of him. He's like in a house or something, but you could maybe see him again. Because otherwise, I think the cards would just give me whole different cards about not. So we'll see. Keep the little light burning in your heart in case he is trying to come back, and let us know. But I would think I ordered a new timing deck, which I don't have yet, but I would think if he's going to come back, it wouldn't be a super long time from now. It would be sooner than later if you're going to get him back.
Mm-hmm. Well, everybody here sending out love and light and to bring him home if he's still here. But one way or another, I feel like you will be reconnected, whether it's in a new one or Mary, I know this is hard, but
yeah,
it's a tricky one. This one is tricky.
Jody's comment too. She said she had a cat that went missing, and they couldn't find her, and they thought she probably got hit by a car or something. And then 2 years later, she showed up.
Wow.
And that does happen occasionally, like that, where they just had to live their own life, which is a little bit like what those cards were saying, where I had to anyway.
Yeah. Cindy, thank you so much. Blessings to you. That's very kind. Okay. Prairie. Back to you. All right. Does my dog Polly like our new house in New Jersey? Does she like the drive? How can I make it better?
Does she like the drive, like the driveway, or the drive to the new house?
So she has a house in two spots.
Okay. Great.
So
you go back and forth. Yeah.
I do feel like she's going to adjust to this driving. The more you do it, it's going to become like, oh, this is where we're going. She knows, like, she knows the gig, right? So once it becomes normal, the drive will become easier. So again, I feel like you're doing this. You're just letting her know, that we're making the drive. We're going to the new house. She loves the new space, actually, and she thinks this is almost like you did this for her. So she's taking it like, thank you for doing this for me, like that.
Yeah. She's still trying to figure it all out a little bit, like the whole thing. So, just talk to her a little bit, just get it clear in her mind that it's two places.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not getting rid of one for the other. It's kind of like there's two different homes, and we go back and forth. So she's kind of still figuring that out, but like Debbie said, she's going to, like, a couple of trips back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to know what we're doing, what we're up to. Only like if she does it a couple of times, she's going to go, oh yeah. And she's going to kind of know when you tell her. And of course you say, we're going to the house, and she'll know that. But does she like our new house in New Jersey? She really likes that area. So I get Joy, Dancing Dog, Find Your Bliss. She does like it. It's exciting. There's all new. It's like a whole new adventure. And it feels like there's like yard space or because I would think she had a lot of yard space in Virginia, but it seems like there's something about the yard or where the house is located that she really likes that.
She's from Jersey.
Okay.
Yes, she said yes in regards to the yard. Yeah. I just feel like you just keep telling her over and over, and that it is about her, because she was bringing in like, she felt like you did this for her, like this is her, you did this for her, and yeah, you did. And so I just feel like she's gonna move into being very contented and knowing and all that. It's gonna, but give it some time.
Yeah, but mostly she just does what you want her to do. She's very much about that. Like, I be the best dog, I'm like the dog's good friend. The humans, we're best buddies, and I do what you want. Like, she tries to live up to your expectations. She's, because in the midst of all this, she's just really giving thanks. She's so grateful that you're her owner. She loves you so much. She'd go anywhere. So anything, she'll, even if it's a little bit, she's obsessed with me, right? Anything, this is her little obsession. She's just happy that you take her back and forth. She wants to go with you. And so she'll kind of level up to any new experience for you, kind of a thing. She just wants to be your partner all the time. And as long as you, like, she wouldn't like not to go on the drive. So when you say, does she like that? Yeah, because she's with you. And, this is all going to be great. Happy, successful dog. She's just your little partner. And she's sort of, this is like an adventure that she's getting used to, but it's sort of the thing, you guys are doing it together, kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's like an adventure for the two.
Yeah, an adventure.
She loves it.
I love her energy.
Yeah. Polly. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Janie. Okay. Hi, Janie. My neighbor Sheila's cat, named Catboy, ran out the back door, and his brother and only Gecko returned.
So I guess Catboy and Gecko are brothers. They both.
Oh, so apparently they both ran out and only Gecko returned.
Yeah.
Can you please help us find Catboy? He's 1 year old, orange and white. When did this happen, Janie? When did this happen?
Yeah. Hi, Janie. See, you're there. Did this recently happen? It feels like it is, but Friday.
Friday around 8 p.m.
All right. He's right there, I think.
Yeah.
I don't feel him way far away or anything. But we're on Monday. He's around there, I think. I think he's close.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel he's going to be coming back.
Yeah.
He's out exploring still.
Yeah.
But I feel like once he feels he's a little exposed or needing to get back, that you'll see him come back. You have the receiving coming back. So the difference between this energy and the one with Mary is significant.
Yeah, it feels completely different. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, all my cards are like he's going to come back. So, and I feel that too. I don't think he's too far away. He's kind of not coming back on purpose right now because he's, like they got out. The one went, ooh, I don't like it, and came right back. The other one was like, oh, look at this.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take myself a little drive around the hood and see what it's like. And he did, like Debbie got that. I'm still exploring, still looking around. And I do think that. So it's less about I can't get back and more about I'm not quite ready. But he will be coming back. He's going to go, okay, that's enough now. And he's going to return to take his place at the table.
Yep.
And you're going to be so happy because, here's our happy cat back. And he's going to be cleaning up, self-care.
Yep.
Boy, was that an adventure. Phew. Now he'll be telling his brother all about it. Boy, that was a lot. But I think he's coming home. Yeah. Yeah, he's staying away from the dog. I don't think he's too far away, though, Janie.
Yeah. And I don't I don't feel that the dog is blocking him from coming home or anything like that. Mm-mm.
I feel like he actually hears you calling him and stuff. Like he's not that far away, I don't think. He's just kind of not choosing to come back yet. It's sort of like, aha, look at this. This is a big thing that I was wondering about what was out there and all that. And he's kind of taking advantage of the opportunity. But it's going to be it's already getting to the point of, yeah, but what about food and stuff?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Carol. Hi, Carol. My female dog, Izzy, has been losing some weight and is now having loose stools frequently. She is eating, but I want to know what I can do. No, your female Izzy. So tell us a little bit more about Izzy, Carol. I see you're here. Thank you. Yep. What kind of baby are we talking about here? Izzy. I feel okay. What I'm hearing here from my team is that this will pass. It's almost like this gut issues, right?
Is she older? Is Izzy older dog? I'm wondering.
She is 11, a
Bichon.
Bichon.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know why I ask.
I think those Bichons are the ones that don't bark. She's older. Yeah. It's like intestinal
Little thing.
yeah, bug or
thing. And I think it's going to pass.
yeah, me too. That's probably why she's having loose stools, is she's passing it through her, feces, because it feels like a little bug, almost like an intestinal
Yeah, a little intestinal thingy thing. Yeah.
But I think it'll pass. Just, I don't think there's much to do. Like, I don't feel like she needs to go to the vet right now. Doesn't seem like it. Of course, I'm not a doctor or anything like that.
So Eliza says, they do have a little product called Pearls that may help. It's like a probiotic if you want to help in that way.
Oh, good.
But I do feel it's not. I'm not getting a big red flag here. I really feel it's going to pass. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
It happens to us too.
Yeah.
Us older aged up people. All of a sudden you're like, what did I do
good for a day or two?
Like I literally eat the same thing every day. How did this happen?
Right.
So yeah, I'm not getting any red flag.
I know recently my stomach was really bothering me out of the blue for no reason. I couldn't think of anything that I'd eaten. But then I just knew, I'm going to have to throw up, because I always know that ahead of time, like whatever. And then I did, and then I felt kind of for the rest of the day, like, and then I was all better, so it was like some little bug or spoil. I don't know what it was. But so I get, she's going to have to rest up a little bit. This is her kind of now. She's resting for it to pass. And then she'll get back into action, seizing the day, back to her old self.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of a temporary. So from these, it's like a temporary timeout, and then we're back to normal. So I feel like, kind of like what Dave was saying, it's sort of like what we get sometimes, where you're just off for a day or two or a few days. And she's getting rid of it, I think, already. It's passing through.
Thank you, Carol. That's kind.
I don't think the weight loss is anything big. It's just,
again,
it's more age than anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we're going to send her some love and light and healing. We can just take a minute to do that.
And even when I look at her like holistically and like asking Pan about energy work, it already feels like it's on the way out. So he can just energetically, while we're going on, he'll just, it's like he does a little spinny thing, and I like feeling pulling energy out of the auric field, so it goes completely out of the body. But I feel like it's on the way out already.
Yeah. Carol, she's happy just because of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You are her everything. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a very happy dog.
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw you say, I hope she's happy, I looked over at her and she just looks at you like you are her world. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. This is like, she said, don't worry, Mom, I'm going to get better. It's not like a biggie thing. No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Lisa.
Oh.
Okay. Hi, Mark and Debbie. My cat, Sully, rescued from a shelter and still can't touch, is bleeding everywhere and getting really skinny. I'm thinking about having to put to sleep. What to do?
bleeding everywhere. Bleeding where? From the back end or from the mouth? Little Sully.
Okay, so Sully is showing me that he's not even really connected into his body. So the cat that you have there, of course, it's his body, but his soul is kind of just following it around. I don't know how cats do this, but they're very it's a whole nother realm to me, but that's what he's showing me. So he's literally kind of already on the way out, it looks like to me. Prairie, thank you. You guys, thank you for sharing in the energy today with that. Hugging you all. Thank you. So
he's bleeding under his chin and the front
Patty,
of his
thank
leg.
you. Thank you, Patty. He's bleeding where?
She says under his chin and the front of his legs.
So he's just not healing up, or so he doesn't have the ability to heal. So it's more like almost like, I don't know, cat leukemia. I am not saying I don't even know if that's such a thing, but it's similar to something like that, where he doesn't have the, how we have things to fight off and heal ourselves. It's almost like he's lacking that. So wherever that comes from. And he basically lives on the outside of his body. He doesn't, and he keeps looking at it, of course. Yeah.
Well, I think you're going to just do the same thing you always do with him. I know you've had Sully for a while, but what's up for you is just to continue to give him comfort like you always do and take care of him. Mm-hmm. Do the best you're able to. Care is there. I get 2 care cards. Mm-hmm. Just, this human, your natural love for the cats and the way you take care of them. I think he certainly could pass it home. It's kind of up to you what works best for you. Let me think about, is he ready to cross?
He literally is giving me the green light of whatever you choose, it's okay with him. He's showing me a green light. Yeah.
Yeah, mine goes in the middle. Is kind of up to you what works best for you.
Yeah, and I just have, trust.
Okay.
Take the leap, and whatever that means to you, Lisa.
Yeah.
And he's giving me the green light to whatever you choose to do, Yeah. And I love how much love he showed you through Mark's cards. So that's beautiful.
And that you say, is he in pain? That's what Debbie was talking about there in the beginning. The way they can kind of lift out, or they don't experience pain the same way. And even when it's kind of getting close to crossing, they'll lift out for some time. Mm-hmm. And they do, we talked about that before. They do visiting. It's that astral projection thing that's weird. But it's not pain like we imagine, it isn't the same. He's not just walking around like, oh, I'm in such pain, because somehow they can separate them.
Yeah, they're really, really, really natural at disassociation. So if something traumatic, they're like, boom, right on the outside as soon as it happens.
And I was just going to say, like in the wild, when an animal is going to be food for another animal, as part of the cycle of life, they do that thing. It's almost like they go, leave their body and sort of surrender to it, because it's a part of the natural something. There's something about that where they're able just to step out and let things carry on,
Yeah.
and their spirit just moves on. So, and I also get that sometimes when there's like cancer or something like that. Yeah. So I'm not getting like a big ton of pain. I think he could pass it home. It's up to you. Don't worry too much about,
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't think I can catch him and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Tarot. Ask backwards. Blessings to you. Very kind. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Chester is in the throes of congestive heart failure and valve issue. Any update on him? My heart is broken. Yeah, that's so hard. Patty. It's interesting. I just feel tired. I stepped into Chester's energy there, and all I feel is just a little tired. It's hard to watch for us, Patty, for sure. And he's not eating. He's not eating, right? I feel like I see him thinning up a little too, so it's really hard to watch. But he, again, this no pain, just that kind of tired.
Yeah.
And I feel like loss of appetite.
I do think he's getting close to time to crossing. Here's this card that we were kind of talking about, but this card seems to be saying it. It says tolerance, sitting with it. See how they can kind of tolerate some things differently than the way we do. This seems to be the way he's going to exit, is with this heart condition. I feel like he's just going to kind of pass easily, like
almost in your sleep, right?
Yeah, like that, and not super dramatically. So I think he could pass it home with you. You wouldn't have to euthanize him, and it will just be the heart will just stop, kind of a thing. And he's had a happy life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do want to just say, yeah, he is looking at crossing over. You have him just kind of looking, and he's just bliss. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
it's
and we both got that bliss card.
Yeah.
And that makes me, that I thought right away in heaven, and making a successful transition. So, I know we don't want to hear that, but in a way, it feels like a good, easy kind of going transition, and that he's sort of preparing for it. You can already, that little bliss face makes me feel like he's already been preparing and having, angels visit him and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wrapping you both up, Patty.
Yeah.
So it's always so sad. Okay. Sharon.
We've been trying to be fan to stay cat.
Hi, Sharon. Let us know you're here. I've been trying to befriend a stray cat. The last time I saw her was July 3rd. Is she okay? White with gray spots, longer hair, about 2 years old. I call her Mama. Aw, Mama. Sharon's here. Let's see. All right, Mama. I see. I mean, I still feel her on this plane, so I do want to start with that.
You know, I feel like somebody else may have
Yeah, she's good.
rescued her or
Mhm.
is trying and have her maybe.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't quite get that she's out there still being stray cat. I feel like um, she may have found somebody who got her in or something.
I think so. I think you're right. I think she's in a good space. I feel like someone pounced on her, got her, and she is with family.
Yeah, I know because I got indulgence. Um,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
where she's like
Being
kind of
very,
wound up in a good situation.
yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Alaska's in her regular. My legs are up in the air sleeping.
Oh gosh, Alaska.
And Buttercup's just right here with me behind me,
Hi, Buttercup.
unless you doubt that she owns. I think maybe she found a new home.
Yeah, Sharon. That feels good. Yeah. All right. Tony. And Tony is here. So Tessa turned 8 in February. I have noticed she is slowing down. We visit senior homes since April. Would love a message from her on how she's doing and what makes her happy. All right, Tessa. Tessa, what kind of fur baby do we have here?
She's a greyhound dog.
Oh, greyhound. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, Tessa. Have you noticed, like Tony, when she gets up, it kind of takes her a little bit more to get up and moving? But I'm not feeling anything like no red flags here. Just normal stuff is what I'm feeling with her as far as her slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if she has anything else she wants to tell us about how she's feeling. She loves her job.
Yep, she likes to go with you. She always likes to please you. Like she looks for your approval a lot. Like that's kind of something she learned as a pup, I think, is to look for the human's approval. But
Yeah.
she's getting a little slower and stuff like that.
She says yes, she is slower to get up and doesn't want to go out for her bedtime walk. Yeah, it just is a little extra pain. Just kind of like me. You have to think it through if you're going to take
Right.
Anymore. Yeah.
And she might, I don't know. She might feel like going to the old folks' homes a little less because her legs do kind of bother her sometimes, and so the whole getting up, getting in the car, going, getting out, going.
Mm-hmm.
When she's there, it's good, but there's a little bit of the process. Yeah. Makes it a little sore sometimes. So she might show you some of that a little bit. But again, her goal is to do what you want her to do, and she likes making you happy and having a happy, partnership. Yeah, I think it's joints.
Yeah, like joint pain, arthritis pain, any of that kind of is normal.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's something that I say this every day. We wake up and there's another thing as we age up that we surrender to, like something new. It's like okay, what is this now? And it's, kind of surrendering to that process of aging up and
Yeah.
just kind of recognizing and bringing in a little bit more loving care and understanding that this is happening. All she wants from you, Tony, is to continue to, give her that, that love, the kudos that you give her for being such a good worker when she goes to the home and when you go to the home, and that she wants to be part of this team, and that gives her something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But just kind of surrendering to the age process is what's happening here.
Right. And she's not super old, but normally I'd think like, oh, we could maybe look at more like 13 or something, but I don't know. I don't know if she's going to be a super old dog. Doesn't feel like. And it seems like maybe knees are what's bothering her. Like,
Yeah, that's where I kind of went right at the beginning when
yeah,
those knees. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
knee joint or knee joints. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Tony. Sending you love, sending her love. Okay.
Little Tessa.
Tessa.
Her list of questions never gets shorter. I
It
know.
just doesn't. I know, even though I unstar them, they keep. All right, Cosmic Blue.
What star system and galaxy did the unicorns and Pegasus originate from?
What star system and galaxy do the unicorns and the Pegasus originate from? What dimensions do they live in? So the Pegasus and the unicorn. So I do see, it's interesting, right? When you say unicorns, I see portals. So I feel like they portal in and portal out, and we could probably see one today if we. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I don't know if we could really. I can't really answer this question fully, but I can say that the unicorns. I wouldn't be surprised if we start having more sightings of unicorns, because they are part of that portal system.
I also hear that this is something Pants talked to me about before, and I don't really, whatever.
Okay.
Not about these, but that there's a planet, like he calls like an animal planet, where there's lots of different species that we're not completely aware of. Some we are, and they did, and it's in our solar system. And some of them came to try out what it would be like here on this Earth planet. And so they incarnated here. And they actually did live here on the Earth. I get that both winged horses and unicorns, because there was a time on the planet when a lot of different varieties, this is what he's saying, and who knows, came right from this place that he calls the animal planet. And they came to try out here and to interact with humans. Their souls, it reminds me a lot like when you see a movie where the animals all talk and they act, like Animal Farm or Babe Pig in the City, where they have a lot more consciousness and interaction.
Yeah.
On that planet, they act more like human consciousness. So it was a little different to come here, incarnate with humans, and kind of figure out the differences and the sameness. But that was the time period, what I hear, on the Earth when that happened quite a bit. But humans were not the dominant energy here. They weren't, now that's the dominant energy here, this human expression. So this is at a time when they weren't everywhere. I think when they were more readily on the earth and you could see them and do stuff like that. So right now, unless it's that portal that Debbie's talking about, and they can visit, but it's not in physical form. It's more like a spirit, they don't come in physical form, but they can visit spiritually, or I don't know what you want to call that. Like and they can do that by portals, like Trent. They can move locations like that. But I'd say they're in our universe. They come from the creator. They're just another form of creation. There's a place where that's all it's about. And sometimes they visit here. I don't know if that answered any of your questions or not.
Yeah. Well, I pulled a couple cards and I'm a little blown away, but I feel like the portal thing is the real deal. But I pulled Blue Avian.
Oh, that's who asked the question.
I know. Oh. And the alchemy stone. And so that's very portal-like, but
and talks about another planet.
Yeah.
And the blue avians, aren't they like bird-like or something?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah.
So I don't know. That card making me think it's talking about that animal planet I was just talking about.
Yeah, it could
because
be.
I kept getting they're almost like human form,
even
though they're kind of animal. So I don't know. They have different forms and stuff. It's like they would be in charge or something there.
Every time Cosmic Blue asks a question and I pull these cards, the blue avian always comes out for. That's
Isn't that funny though?
And it's not like, this is a big stack of cards. It's not.
I know. That's very interesting. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I got goosebumps about all that. And when you drew that card, it just felt like, oh yeah, it's talking about that same place or something. That I get from Pan. Yeah. Those are creatures that come from there too. They're sort of bird-like.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'd like to know more about that,
Yeah.
He talked to me about that a long time ago, about that planet. And so anyway, he said I'd been on it before, but oh yeah, I like that look. And she says Lyrians are like cats or felines. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's something to that. Something about that. Okay. There may be a time when those kind of creatures can come here again and more easily, but I think it would be in the future. I feel like it's too populated with humans. It's too over.
We have too many carnivores is the deal. And
maybe
so
that's it. Yeah.
Until humans stop being full on, I think there's an energy with that.
Right.
Okay. Celadon. I think that's how to say this, right?
Yeah. That was an interesting question, though, Blue Avian. Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
I had it all in a weird spot. Like it all went traveling for that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
Okay.
Is Celadon? Are you still here? And I love that, but I haven't seen any comments. So,
yeah, Cosmic Blue Avian, I would agree with that the frequencies are not peaceful enough for them.
Right, that's what I mean by that
area. Yeah, in this world.
This too. Okay.
Celadon, are you here? My dog Buffy is refusing to sleep with me after years of sleeping on bed. She won't even sleep upstairs anymore. Please tell me what's bothering her.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to erase it. I'm not going to delete it, but I'm going to go on to the next because we are wanting to get through some more of these.
Libra lady.
So let me know if you're here, Celadon, and we can go back to that after this question. Libra lady, let us know you're here. And, towards the end here, people start, yep, Libra lady's here. So I thought so. My cat, Alexandra, in my profile picture, was euthanized on 7/26. I'm so sorry, Libra lady. She was 16 and with me for 11 years. She has not come to me in dreams yet. Does she have a message for me? Thank you. Okay.
Alexandra.
All right, Alexandra.
Oh, there's Celadon too.
Oh, okay, so you're here. All right, we'll do your question next.
Alexandra.
Okay. Alexandra. She comes up and she does that thing that they do when you're standing there in the kitchen or doing something. They come up and they kind of hug your leg, like they do. She's doing that. I also feel like are her things her things still are her things still around, like you have yes, Celadon, I see you. We see you. It was delayed, and so we didn't see you before, but we see you now. So we'll come back to your question. So she's showing me, and I just feel like she is around you, Libra lady. She has come back, and kind of looking, and so because she's showing me things that are still kind of, and but as far as coming to your dreams, or I would give that a little bit more time.
Yeah.
I'm getting, give it a few more weeks here until you start experiencing that. But she is, I just want you to know she is, because she's showing me that she's present with you and hugging on you. I still have another cat here. Okay, Mama Kitty. Okay, so maybe she's showing me cat stuff still around. So she's showing me there. She's okay. You took care of her so well. She was a little, you took care of, she just felt, right?
Yeah.
Aww.
I get that, she's kind of busy up there, looking at her next step kind of a thing on the other side. She, like right away, the message that she wants to give you is that, you guys were family. She fit right in, we were just all one family. And that it was, you loved each other. There was no shortage of that from your direction or from Alexandra's. It was like we were cuddle buddies. We were meant to be. And so that's a big message about how, how much she appreciated that and that we're one big family. She's talking about being in heaven. She's on the other side. That stopped the spin. I'm on the other side. She's looking at the mysteries over there and embrace the unknown. So she's looking at possibilities for what comes next. She's kind of in that position. Yep, I think she saw your husband when she crossed over.
Yeah,
Some years
I
ago.
see him. I feel like there was. He because there's other animals with him as well. It's not
Yeah,
just her.
right.
He's surrounded by a dog. He's got a dog.
She's looking at the idea of, look, I get flexibility, stretch your limits, but she's looking at different possibilities of what might be next. Um, expectation, expect the best. So she's looking to the future a little bit and looking at what are the possibilities.
We have 3 cats passed before. Okay, so
Yeah. So
that
he's up
makes
there
sense
with
too.
them.
All the little animals around him. But your husband has also shown me a dog. So did he have a dog when he was a kid that he talked about?
And that the animals were part of the family.
Yeah.
That was that first family card I got too that said all in the pride. But yeah, it was like a big family unit. And
Big
they
family reunion. Yeah.
and they greeted Alexandra, but oh yeah, he had a dog as a child.
Yeah.
But I don't kind of get. It's not like she's staying right with him. I feel like she's looking to the future, and she's already kind of looking at what's next. Um, and sometimes that's like she's less interested in staying in heaven than she is about reincarnating. So that's what she's looking at. She's looking at those possibilities because I feel like I would see her hanging with your husband. And like, yeah, she says, yeah, I saw him, but he's over there and I'm moving over here, kind of. That also might be why you haven't really seen her in your dreams, because she's got an agenda, sort of. She's like working on something. Independence. Look,
There she is. Look at
on my
her.
own,
Yeah.
driving my own vehicle. I had to go on over here. I'm not staying with the ghost family. I'm kind of kidding, but with the family members that have already crossed and they're there together and stuff. But I'm moving a little bit more. So I don't know. She might be thinking about coming back to you, Libra lady. That's kind of what I'm hearing here. You might have a different feeling about that. But she's looking at other possibilities right now. I don't feel her like hanging around up there for a long period of time. Okay.
But again, Libra lady, sorry for your loss and giving you a big hug. That's hard.
Yes, no, no. She looks like a very cute kitty in that picture.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This will probably be our last one.
Okay, back to
I'm starting to go.
yeah, I know, sweetie. Yeah, let's don't make you sicker.
Yeah. Okay. Celadon, my dog Buffy is refusing to sleep with me after years of sleeping on my bed. She won't even sleep upstairs anymore. Please tell me what is bothering her. When did this start?
Yeah.
That's my question. When did this start?
Feels like, yeah. Is Buffy older? Okay, we'll be 14 on Wednesday. All right. Yeah, it's about her legs aren't doing as well. A little bit of about that. She can't jump, or she's having a harder time climbing. Like, I think if you have you tried carrying her up there? Because I think she's having a hard time doing it on her own. Like you'd have to put her up on the bed or something. That's what I'm hearing, that her legs aren't quite
A few months ago, she started this.
okay.
Okay.
I really feel like it's about that she can't quite make it up there on her own as easily.
Yeah, I felt immediately something uncomfortable that has kind of shifted for her, and it's now just something that's uncomfortable. That makes sense.
Yeah.
To what you're saying. like in her body. Something. I put her on the bed and she jumped off. Okay. And how old is she?
Like 14, I think she said.
Okay.
She's getting up there.
Okay. I also feel there's another presence, like another. This isn't a bad thing. I want to start out with this. This is not bad. But I do feel that she's sensing another, like it didn't bother her before this, but this is what makes it confusing to me. But I can't question what I'm getting. So I just will tell you, I do feel like she's feeling another presence in the room, like whether it's another animal that has passed and they come and sleep on that bed and now she's feeling like, yeah, I don't belong here. But she's constantly aware of something. And it I don't know, it makes her feel vulnerable. But so I threw some cards to kind of look at maybe more of the story here. And I have protection, vulnerability, and listening. It's almost like she's on alert here, and kind of feeling vulnerable. And is it Catalina? I just, is it you, Catalina? But I can tell you it's another, I don't know if it's Catalina. I'm not getting clear on that, but I can tell you it's one of your other animals who have passed, and they are in spirit and they're on that bed. So you can ask whoever it is to scooch over and allow Buffy to sleep on the bed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's something that Buffy is uncomfortable about. And that is for sure.
Yeah, this energy too is something that Buffy's aware of and knows them, whatever. I feel like they were buddies, or they had a positive interaction with one another. It's a little surprised about this energy visiting, because it's a newer, like a newer experience.
Yeah, just kind of like,
yeah,
either
like, yeah. And I think she's coming to visit because Buffy's, getting older. She's not as, she's getting a little foggy, kind of a little bit in her head. So, like, she's just not always acting the same way as she normally would. Did both of these guys used to sleep on the bed together too? I don't know. It's a little weird. She goes, "Oh no, there's something about her not being in physical form that's a little odd to Buffy." And
yeah, Buffy's like,
this is
I
weird.
don't know about this.
And
yeah,
I'm kind of not ready to go with you or anything. So why are you visiting? Kind of a thing. That's true.
I would just let Buffy know that it's okay, and I would also just have a family meeting, and with the dog and spirit and with Buffy, talk to them both and say we're sharing this space together. It's okay like that. Just that's the only thing I can think of to do, unless you want to like sage your room and not have your other fur baby in there sleeping on the bed in spirit. This is a tough one.
And I still think the steps are a little daunting all of a sudden, and so she's not quite. It takes some
and
effort.
Buffy's having so she's having a hard time wrapping her mind. That's why it would be more difficult now, because all of a sudden, with that cognitive, like dementia stuff going on, you can see how it all of a sudden she can't understand.
And I was going to say the word dementia, and I didn't. So, but that's what you're talking about, that cognitive. Like she's a little confused about a little bit of stuff.
The whole thing. Yeah.
Like even when you put her up on the bed and stuff, she gets confused about that. There's like a confusion that happens a little bit.
Yeah.
And so she's not quite trusting what she normally wouldn't have been a problem at all. It's like suddenly it's a bit of a problem. And it's mostly age related, I must say.
Yeah. Yeah. And we picked up on that right away.
Yeah.
That something was happening age related and she was uncomfortable. But we're sending you love and light, and for Buffy as well, to get through this this time. And you can also ask your dog and spirit to not show themselves to Buffy.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll help. But
I do agree a little bit with what Tony was saying, that on some level it is trying to help her to prepare. Like it's like, well, I'll be over here. Look, we are in spirit form, and we can still go back and forth in a way, trying to show that to Buffy, and sort of in a way trying to prepare, kind of. I think on some level, and I think that happens to a lot of us, humans too. That sometimes a loved one that we knew or someone we were close to who's already passed kind of comes to us when we're feeling old or tired or sick and goes, well, there's life doesn't end here. It continues on, and here we are, kind of a thing. A little bit of that going on with that little spirit.
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone, I know we didn't get to all the questions. I do want to say thank you to Gina and Lisa and all the moderators. Thank you. And I also want to say thank you for all the extra sharing, the donations, and sharing in that energy. That is just beautiful, and I am very grateful for that. I was off work for a while, so this is if I don't work, there's no, so I appreciate you guys so much. That was very kind today. Very, very kind. And Mark, hugging you. Thank you.
You too, sweetie. I love you.
And blessings to you all. And please go on to Mark's channel. I think you're on. When the next time you're on?
Next time I'm on my channel will be Wednesday night at 7 Eastern.
Okay, so it's the Wednesday nights you're doing for Rainbow Readers, and then Saturdays for more.
And I'm visiting a couple of channels this week. Tomorrow I'm going on Sheila's channel, and then on Thursday I'm going on Terry's channel. So I'll be on other channels this week.
Oh, look at that. Yay. Very fun. Yep. So make sure to check it out, guys, and we will see you soon. Love you, and thank you so much for all that you do for our family. Bye.
Bye, guys. Alaska's